A very good morning to everybody. Today we have a masterclass on CELPIP, writing, respond to a survey. Before we start with the class, I would like to tell you why should you join Weber's? Well, we have flexible timings from early morning to late evening batches. Continuously we have batches. All the details can be found out on our website, www.webers.in. We have the best global results and I'm going to show you the sample of them. We have very small batches in the online department. You can have a personalized attention. We have multiple 1:1 speaking so that you never lag out on speaking. 24/7 material access, and the material changes every day. The material will not be repeated. So keep that into mind. Even Sunday has a material. Well-researched, latest material we always supply to our students. Our trainers are certified from IDP, Cambridge, Oxford, Pearson, Box Hill, so many agencies. They keep coming to us and keep on certifying our trainers. These are our results. You can see it. We have a video also on the YouTube. The link is given in the description. You can check the video of a testimonial of a student, Raminderjeet Kaur. And we have two test takers, Devinder and Amandeep. You can see the results on the screen here. Again, we've got the best results. Why should you do CELPIP and why not any other examination? CELPIP has a lot of USPs. So let us say why. Number one, it is IRCC approved. It is fully accepted for Canadian PR, citizenship, and PGWP. Canadian English focus, it reflects on the real life situations and accents used in Canada. It's a fully computer-delivered test. There is no handwritten or face-to-face speaking. Everything is done on a computer. Very quick results. In 3 to 4 business days, your result will be with you. Single test sitting, which means that listening, reading, writing, and speaking, all is done in one sitting. There is no need to come back. You're sitting on a terminal and you do everything there. You are done and you're out. Finished. In one sitting, it's all done. Let's talk about the test structure now. Part 1 is called as listening, and the time taken for that is 47 to 55 minutes. Part 2 is reading, that is 55 minutes to 60 minutes. Part 3 is writing, 53 to 60 minutes. Part 4 is speaking, 15 to 20 minutes. If I focus on writing, let us see what do we have here. Part 1 is writing an email, and you will get just one question on that. The total time will be 27 minutes, and the length is going to be 150 to 200 words. If I talk about Part 2, it will be responding to survey questions. Number of questions is 1. Time taken is 26 minutes, and the length is 150 to 200 words. So basically, the length is same, time is same, just the question type is different. Our focus area is going to be responding to survey question today. So what exactly is writing task 2 responding to survey questions? Let's see this. What is this task? You will see a short survey question with 2 options. Choose one option and write a response explaining your choice. You should write 150 to 200 words. Time limit is 26 minutes. Software shows spell check in the final exam. So keep this into mind. It's a very good facility here. Now let us see this. What exactly is this? So I'm going to mark some areas so you understand it properly. Read the following information. So what information do we have? We have the information here. Your English instructor has assigned a final project. It will involve doing some online research and presenting a 15-minute speech to the class. This project can be done either individually or in groups of 3. Your instructor has asked you to complete an opinion survey. This is the main situation, okay? So keep this into mind. So now you have to choose an option that you prefer. And why do you want to choose that option? You have to give reasoning for that. Write about 150 to 200 words. So we have option A, that is the first option. I want to work by myself on the final project. And then option B, I want to do the project in a group of 3. So you can choose any one of your options, and then you have to write a response in which you are going to tell why have you chosen that particular option. So I am going to be covering all of this today in this lecture. So in case you have not subscribed to our channel, I request you to subscribe to our channel, like, comment, share, definitely go ahead with it. So let us see, how do we go about it? Responding to survey questions. So it should have a clear-cut position, a very clear-cut position with reasons for your choice. Very, very important. You can make up reasoning for the option you choose. They may be genuine, they may not be genuine. It is totally up to you. Survey on urban development. Let us solve this now. Now let us see the question. You live in a city with 25,000 people. An area in the eastern part of a city has not been developed. The city council wants residents' views about what should be built there. So basically, they are going to give you two things which can be built there. Two things. So let us see the first thing. What is there? The first thing that is going to be built is called as option A, a park with large play area for the children, and option B is a museum that focuses on local history. Now, you have to choose the option that you prefer. Why do you prefer it? Explain the reasons. Write about 150 to 200 words. So this is a very, very clear-cut thing, what you have to do. There is no mincing of the words, do this, do that, nothing of that kind. It's a clear-cut situation. Choose an option, give reason why. Simple. So just I'd like to tell you one thing, that this is the only exam in the world which is giving this kind of a question type. So make it sure you listen to this video at least 2 or 3 times so you understand exactly what is required. Once you know what is required, you can easily answer the question. So let us analyze the question first. You live in a city with 25,000 people, okay? So an area in the eastern part of the city has not been developed. The city council wants residents' views about what should be built there. A basic idea has been given with the background. Residents are asked views and to choose the option they find suitable. So let us analyze the question here. Choose the option that you prefer. Why do you prefer it? Explain your reasons, write 150 to 200 words. Option A is a park with a large play area for the children, and option B is a museum that focuses on local history. Two options have been proposed. You have to write and substantiate your answer with logical reasoning. Upper and lower limits have been defined. So now we are going to write down the introduction. But before I write down the introduction, I want the views of the students who are sitting with me. Abhishek, I would want you to unmute yourself. Abhishek, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and
Yes.
clear.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking.
Great. Okay, Abhishek, what option would you choose?
I would choose the play park, mainly the reason because it helps the cognitive thinking of the kids. Kids can come to know more about the other culture of the kids, and and plus the parents can come together and they can also like mingle around and help to grow their child's cognitive thinking by discussing many things.
Right, right, right. So we have another student also here sitting with me. Can you please rename yourself? I have just switched on the option of renaming yourself. And unmute yourself and let me know what is your opinion. What would you choose? Yeah, kindly unmute yourself and tell me your opinion. What would you choose? I guess there's some network issues. So, Abhishek, you have chosen to build a park. Okay. So your reasoning is very good. I love your reasoning. That can be easily handled. Not a problem at all. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down another approach. Abhishek, will that be fine with you?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Your
So you
approach
know
would be
one
much
side. You
better.
know one side of the story. The second side of the story, I'm going to tell you. Is it fine?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So let us write that. And wherever you find a problem, let me know. So here we have the answer and the reasoning. First, I'm going to write down the introduction. In the introduction, it's a very good template. You can use this template for every kind of introduction. And it's a very simple thing. Change the wordings a bit, paraphrase it, and you have the full thing ready with you. Okay, so this is my answer. Both options have some advantages, and I can see why some people who live in the city might choose option A. On the whole, however, there are several reasons why option B would be my preference. Abhishek, what you can do, you can write B here and you can write A here. A simple thing. You can write B and you can write A here. So what will happen with this? The same template can be used anywhere. So now let us see the reasoning of this. The writer has used option A and option B as a replacement for the text written. This also is a correct method as it reduces time spent as well as chance of mistake goes down. Very simple. So A choice and B choice can be written in place of writing down building a park or building a museum. So this is a very clear-cut thing that you can do. So this can be common for every kind of responding to a survey. So let us write down the body para 1. The answer to body para 1. For one thing, I think museum focuses on the history of the area would be great for local residents. Our city has no museums currently, so I am sure it would be a popular place for local residents to go. In contrast, we already have several parks with play areas, so another one is unlikely to improve the city much. You know what I have done here? I have given my choice here. This is full sentence talking about my choice. And here I give the reasoning why. And I give a contrast here that we already have option of parks. So there is no need for another park. So this is also kind of a template which can be easily used. A very simple method. So what do you do? Again, I'll repeat it. You write down your choice here. This is your choice. You give a reasoning in the next sentence about your choice. So this is a reasoning for your choice. And then you put up the contrast. You put the contrast here, that why the other choice has not been chosen. So this is the choice which you have not chosen. And this is the choice that you have chosen. This is the choice that you have chosen. All right. So this template can be easily used. Let me give you the reasoning why have I done like this. The writer explains that parks are available in the city, but museum is not. It is a very simple reason for the writer to explain and easy to understand. So I have written BP1. Now I'm going to write BP2. For another thing, I think a museum of local history might bring tourists to our city and they might spend money at local businesses. No other nearby town has similar museums, but they all have parks with play areas. So a museum that appeals to tourists is likely to benefit our city's economies much more. Let me find the reasoning for this. Why have I done this? Remember, the reasons to support your point of view may be made up. Now, this is all fake. We really don't know if there is any other playground or any other museum in the nearby towns. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Just write it down. Okay? In the nearby towns have parks but not similar museum. Always try to come out with a logical reasoning for your option. That reasoning may be true or that reasoning may be false, doesn't matter. But it has to look rational. That is more important. Because again, this is a very hypothetical situation. Nothing is real here. Nothing is real. So make it sure that you use these templates properly. Let us go to our next paragraph. That is BP3. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to give the final thing. Finally, a museum would provide good educational opportunities for students at schools and colleges too. Students could learn a lot if they visit the museum. A park with a large playground, on the other hand, would have few educational benefits in my view. So I'm always giving a contrast in all my answers. As with the other two body paragraphs, notice how the writer contrasts the two options by pointing out the park would not bring the same benefits as the museum. Now, if Abhishek has chosen to write about a park, he can always talk about cognitive skills, fitness, mental health, physical health. So many options can be there which the museum cannot provide. So it totally depends on you what you are going to choose. What I am teaching you here is basically what kind of template can be used for this. So now we come to the end and we come to the conclusion. And let us see how the conclusion would be written. So far as I am concerned, option B is the better choice. In case of Abhishek, he can write down, so far as I am concerned, option A is the better choice. Now, this is a very optional kind of a thing because I have already concluded everything behind in the previous paragraph. So you need not write it again. That's fine. But in case you are thinking that my wording is less or something is wrong, this is a kind of an emergency line. So let us see the reasoning for this line. A conclusion is optional. If you're running out of time, there is no need. But if you have time, a short conclusion like this is good enough. So this is a very good idea to write a conclusion like this. So now my entire thing is ready to be served. Okay. Before we go here, we'll have a small talk with the students sitting here. So we have Abhishek and we have Priyanka Sidhu. Priyanka, hi. Can you unmute yourself? Is it possible? Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, hi, good morning, sir.
Hi, very good morning. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Okay, Priyanka. Priyanka, so given both the options, choosing a park and choosing a museum, which one are you going to use?
Sir, I haven't read the question. I just joined the
You
class.
just joined, you haven't read the question. Okay, so you make sure that you watch the entire video once again. Okay. Let me talk to Abhishek. Abhishek, are you clear with the concept?
100%.
I have made a very simple template for you. Very simple. You can easily use the template anywhere.
True.
Effective, useful. So now I'm going to read up the whole thing. Abhishek, please help me out in reading the whole thing.
Certainly.
Yeah. So just go through the entire thing. Yeah, just read it out.
Both the options have some advantages, and I can see why some people who live in the city might choose option A. On the whole, however, there are several reasons why option B would be my preference. For one thing, I think a museum focuses on the history of the area would be great for local residents. Our city has no museums currently, so I am sure it would be a popular place for local residents to go. In contrast, we have several parks with play areas, so another one is unlikely to improve the city much. For another thing, I think Museum of Local History might bring tourists to our city and they might spend money at local businesses. No other nearby town has similar museum, but they all have parks with play areas. So a museum that appeals to the tourist is likely to benefit our city economy and much more. Finally, a museum would provide a good educational opportunities for students at school and colleges. 2. Students can learn a lot if they visited the museum. A park with a large playground, on the other hand, would have few educational benefits in my view. So far as I'm concerned, option B is better choice.
Lovely. Absolutely great. So now, according to you all, what should be the score for this kind of a work? Any guesses? So let me see what can be the score. The score of the above write-up is 11 to 12. There is no grammatical mistake. It is logically connected. It has substantiated with all the reasoning. Whatever the question was, it has been properly answered. The word limit is in control. So, looking into all these options, what I feel that this is going to give me a very good score. And it is not difficult to use. So this brings us to the end of our session. But again, I would like to reiterate that why Weber's is the best for CELPIP. We have got flexible timings, best global results, small batches, personalized attention, multiple one-to-one speaking, 24/7 material access, latest well-researched material, certified trainers from IDP, Cambridge, Oxford, Pearson, Box Hill, etc., etc. The list is infinite. It goes on and on. So with this, we come to the end of our session here. And in case you wish to contact us, you can contact us on our website, webers.in, or you can contact us on the numbers given here. See you for the next